They began by making highly accurate copies of the Rosetta Stone using a process called rubbing, which involved pressing paper onto its surface to capture the exact texture and inscription, even the finest grooves and cracks of the stone. After the French were defeated by the British at the Battle of Alexandria in March 1801, the Treaty of Alexandria required them to hand over their collected antiquities, including the Rosetta Stone, which was then transported to London and remains on display in the British Museum. Although the French surrendered the original Rosetta Stone, they retained the copies they had made. Using these copies, French linguist Jean-François Champollion successfully deciphered Egyptian hieroglyphics in 1822, which earned him recognition as the father of Egyptology. The stone's inscription opened the door for scholars to read Egypt's ancient history for the first time in over 3,000 years. What made the stone so remarkable were the unusual inscriptions carved across its surface. This inscribed inscriptions, or Memphis Decree, was carved in 196 BCE by Egyptian priests to show their support for the young king, Ptolemy V, who was only 13-year-old at the time. During this period, Egypt was in chaos. His parents had died when he was only 5 years old, creating a dangerous power vacuum. Rebellions were happening in Upper Egypt against the Greek Ptolemaic government, and enemies like the Seleucid Empire were threatening invasion. To secure the support and loyalty of the powerful priest, the decree granted tax breaks and special privileges to the temples. The text was inscribed in 3 scripts: hieroglyphics, the religious script, largely used by priests in temples; Demotic, the local script were adopted by Egyptian population; and Greek, which was mainly spoken by the ruling class, since Egypt at that period was ruled by the Ptolemies, who were of Macedonian Greek descent. Over time, the original language of ancient Egypt gradually evolved into Coptic. This final form of the ancient Egyptian language was written using Greek letters and became commonly spoken after Egypt's adoption of Christianity. An important point is that Coptic continued to be used in the religious services of the Egyptian Christian Church. This meant scholars could still study and learn the language. In a stroke of genius, Jean-François Champollion, who had mastered Coptic, connected the dots and understood that the ancient hieroglyphics were a written form